My name is Eugene Ginter. I was born in Poland in February of 1939. My first memory was in a maximum security cell. In the ghetto, my family was in a one-room apartment with one or two other families and under very crowded conditions. Sukkot is the worst holiday for me because that's the last holiday I remember. My grandfather, I went into the sukkah with him, and after that they took him out and they killed him. They made him dig, in the camp, they made him dig his own grave, and then they shot him into his own grave. My mother had to watch. My grandmother, my father was there when she was running away from the Germans, and they shot her in the back. When they came for a roundup of children, I went and hid. Germans came through with German shepherds, and they couldn't smell us. But you never knew if you were going to make it. And if they miscounted, they would just go over it again and recount the people, the corpses, and the living, so they had a correct count. And if they didn't have, you stood there from morning till night. In the rain and the snow, it didn't matter. If you fell over, you fell over. I knew that those that were deported were going to die. So they were liquidating the camp, and they were sending us to Auschwitz. So they rounded me up and the children that were left, and they had us ready to go on a train. When we got to Auschwitz, Birkenau, Mengele saw us. So he says, "Weg mit dem Haufen, take that pile of crap away." And they just marched us to the gas chamber. I remember on the way to the gas chamber, my father started to cry. You know, he was holding my hand and he was crying. So I said, "Don't be sad, Daddy, at least we'll die together." There was a German officer who handed Mengele a letter. And he opened the letter and he read it, and he turned us around and he marched us forward. And we didn't get gassed. The fact that we were delayed was just a miracle. It wasn't the Greeks that said, "He who doesn't know history is doomed to repeat it." You don't want them to make the same mistakes that were made in the past, because the mistakes are going to be costing the lives of millions of people. Join the We Remember campaign for International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Write the words "We Remember" on a sheet of paper. Take a picture holding the sign. Post it to social media. Make sure the Holocaust is never forgotten.